And we go here. Oh, there. Wheel time. You weren't the one doing the drilling? No, true. It wasn't my fault. Oh no. Okay. 7 billion humans. I don't know if my brain is ready for this. It never is, I feel. I don't think it ever is. I'm sure it'll be fine. Great music? Thank you. I mean, it is from Disgaea 7, I think. This one specifically is called Hinamoto and Rock. Yeah, from Disgaea 7. It's in my playlist of video game music. At least you'll have 7 billion humans to help you out, sort of. Yeah, sort of. Sort of. They sure do try. There we go. Okay, after finishing the glory hole, right? We are going. Why did they name it that? I know why they named it that, but come on. Right. Stupid level. Lazy pathways is what I was stuck on last time. And then we have good neighbors, which I skipped. I'm sure I can do this one. So the idea is he wants to know how far each tile is away from his desk. I don't know. I just wanna... Can we just reset? Okay. So what if I tap? So I want to make sure they go mostly left, but sometimes they go back. Just so that they keep... Because the last time, one of the things that went wrong is that they would miss some of them and they just keep going. So then we'd want to... Can we do for each direction? Okay, for each direction as mem2. If mem2 equals data cube and mem2 is less than I don't know, like 9 or something. 3, 4, 5, 6. What's that equal to 9? I want to say Then... then what? Then we pick it up. Pick up mem2. Oh, I do need to... Okay, wait. Oh no, wait, if it's... Okay, so then resets... mem1 set mem2. So then if this, for example, if there's a 1 in here, then it'll set it as a 1. Now we have to do... Shit. Calc? So mem1 equals mem2 plus 1, I think. And then else... So if... God. If it's not... God, how do I do this? Else if 2 equals data cube, pick up mem2 and then write mem1. I think. Is that sure? We'll try this. Oh wait, I need them to drop it. I do need them to drop it. Oh. I do need to make sure that they don't try to write it if it's... if mem1 is above 0, then you write. No, that's not right. It's definitely not right. Yep, that's not right. I mean, it's kind of alright, but there needs to be something I'm missing here. Like, how do I make sure? So, this is 2, this is 3, so it needs to be 3 there, this is 2. Yeah, so the problem is that if I, for example, go here and I look at this 2, then they are like, oh, 3, and then they pick up this one and put 3 here. That's not correct. How do I know which one would need to be 2, which one would need to be 3? I don't know. Did you know that they changed the True Strike cantrip in the player's handbook? I did not know that, no. Can the boss walk diagonally? I mean, you can... The ones are correct. Right? So, how do I do this? I get +1. Because right now I'm just going through each one that they're next to. So for going this way, for example, then each one that they're next to... Wait, how do they go through them? Is it like counterclockwise? Like which direction do they go? Oh, oops. Okay, so you are... Sorry. Let me try this again. Alice, okay. So you currently have 99 in Mem 1. And then you put 3 here. Because you put... Or, no, 3 in... Right, sorry. You have the data cube with 99. I guess I can't tell which of the data cubes they have in their memory. So wait, let me check. So you walk there. M2 is 99. I keep getting messed up because they're under the data. So 99. Right? Stays 99. Nothing. Nothing. This person. That person. 2. And then this one. Right? And then you do that one. You want to change it to 3. Oh, but this person is now in the way. Great. I mean, it looks like they go clockwise. So how can I use that? If they always go clockwise, there has to be a pattern that I can use, right? Probably something to do with like... So if I find 1, then I also want to do plus... I want to always do +1 if it's a 1. And mem2 is not... No, actually I do need to... Oh, I don't know how to do this. I actually just want to see what people did. Okay, this is kind of close. There's data cube and mem2 is more than mem1. I guess that does make sense. Wait, what is mem1? Oh, calc. Right, okay. So you get nearest data cube. I guess I should do that as well. So no, wait, not set. Nearest data cube is mem3. Right. So we step first. We check what the nearest data cube is. Then there's an if statement here as well, which is basically what I had before, actually. So if mem3 is data cube, I feel like this is never going to be negative though. And mem3 is less than equal to 9. So this is kind of what I had earlier, just in the for each there. And then they say we calc. So this one is here. But then instead of mem2, it's mem3 plus 1. Okay. But they only do that if it's under 9, right? So if it's not under 9, they just continue to the next one. And then after this, we do for each direction. Which then is without this if statement, I think. Like this can go. It's very close to what I had. And then this would be mem2 over mem1. Okay, so the way this works then is we go to a data cube, we look at it, and we're like, okay, it's not under 9, so we're not changing anything. Once we get here, for example, we'll change it to 4 plus 1, right? So it would be 5. And then here, we check if it's a data cube. And because now we don't do the calculation every for each thing, because that would be a lot. We only do it once. And then if there's a data cube and it's more than the thing we have in memory, then we pick it up, we write it down and drop it, and then the last thing that they do is stepping towards mem3. which would be the data cube we were at before. So that we don't lose our way, I think. Other than that, yeah, this is exactly... Well, it's not exactly what I had, but it's a similar structure. Look at him go! Look at him just wandering around. But now, so you see that they will put the wrong numbers down initially, but then as they go on, eventually they'll start to realize, oh, these numbers are wrong. They're not... There's a lower number here. So around the 2s, for example, it will go 3s, etc, etc. It will constantly update itself. It's pretty cool, actually. Yep, that's a 3, that's wrong, but they'll find that out soon. Come on, are you going to get out of here? Come on, guys. Someone has to eventually be here. These ones are... Oh, wait, she got them. Nice. This one is still wrong. Nice. Oh, these ones were wrong too. Nice. Okay. I did cheat. I know I cheated. But this at least gets me to learn something. Because now I know... I mean, the method I was trying to use does work. I just didn't know how to properly do it. I was doing the calculation in the for each there, when I really should be doing it outside of it, and make sure that it only updates the once and then you check everything. That's the only thing I did wrong, realistically. That was a lot of work. Good job, everyone. But I'm being transferred to another office, so our cleaning team will need to clear this all up. Oh my god. I'm sure they'll appreciate what a great job you did. Why did you have us do that? Why did he have us do that just before he moved offices, guys? What an asshole. I'll post a screenshot of it in the Discord of True Strike. Let me check. Instantaneous. Guided by a flash of magical insight, you make one attack with the weapon used in the spell's casting. The attack uses your spellcasting ability for the attack and damage rolls instead of strength and dexterity. Or dexterity. If the attack deals damage, it can be radiant damage or the weapon's normal damage type, your choice. Whether you deal radiant damage or the weapon's normal damage, the attack deals extra radiant damage when you reach levels 5, 11, and 17. Interesting. Interesting. So it's basically you just use your spellcasting ability modifier instead of the normal one, and you can do radiant damage. So it's like Shillelagh but for non-druids. Kinda, yeah. I mean, that's better than what it was. Certainly. Okay. When you get stuck on puzzles like this, you ask yourself, what would Green Schwarzer do? And then you just give up and go sit in a hot spring with a cape on. Fair. Fair dues. A defrag disordered. It's time for a reckoning. Every time we delete data, it leaves a gap in the storage room that the data used to occupy. Over time, our storage rooms become fragmented sloppy sponges, and it becomes inefficient to access or store data. So what can we do about it? We defrag our storage room. See all that fragmented data over there? Yes, please remove all the gaps between those data cubes and pack it into as few rows as possible up towards the top of the room. We don't really care about the order. Yes, like a snowplow, just shove it all up there. Okay. I guess nearest data cube. Actually, how would I do this? I'll just pick up M1. And then I guess for each there... If mem2 equals nothing, step to mem2 and drop. That's a really stupid way to do it, actually. And then... Yeah, sure. This is work. Can't step to nothing? Oh, you can't step to nothing? Oh. I thought you at least would step towards it. That's... How do I do that? I thought if they could step towards it, then that would be okay, but I guess they can't. I don't know. What would the way to fill the gaps here be? So we go here, pick up the data cube. And then I guess... I mean, the problem is the pit at the outer edge as well, so we can't just randomly run. Because they'll just fall into the pit at some point. I don't know. So I check if it's empty, but even if I know it's empty, I can't just move towards that spot. Because I don't know exactly which spot that is. Wait, what do they do here? Wait, this is kind of long. What? Wait, what? What am I looking at? So the way they write it is not as it's written here. It's not like a screenshot or something. They write it differently. Okay, so for each... What? For each direction... I can't do... Oh, wait, no, I can. I didn't realize I can tick these on or off. Oh, okay, okay, wait. Wait, why though? So they're saying... They're saying this? What? I don't understand what they're trying to do here. So what they're saying is this, and then step north? But why would you do that? Because isn't that just... aren't they just going to step north 5 times? So they're just gonna end up here? Am I wrong? What? Like, that's what they're going to do, right? Yeah, they're just gonna walk up there. Why? Just why? I guess that's how they start. I guess that's, if you think about it, right, that's a more efficient way of just stepping north 5 times, I guess? Because otherwise you would have to do step and then just do step, 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 right? I guess this is just more efficient. That's the only thing I can think of. But then what are they doing when they're here? Do they just... I guess they check backwards? Like, oh, if there's one here, then move it. What are they doing? Because it's quite a long... So we don't use the mem one here. What did they say? If S? Okay, if this is nothing, then they step north again? But what is this? So are they like specifically mapping out how to solve it? Like they don't do like an algorithm or something? Is this like... Because this doesn't look like some simple algorithm. This just looks like if you do these exact movements with these people, then they will eventually solve it. That's what it feels like. Which is not what I would have tried to do, so I guess... Silly me. Okay, so if there's nothing to the south, then they step north twice. If there is something there, then they step back. And I guess... that would mean that they're on something that isn't nothing, which means there's a data queue there. But instead of... Huh. Instead of just picking it up, they go, if to the west there's a hole, if there's a west hole, or there's an east hole, then we listen for? Wait, I don't have listen, do I? Are they cheating? Is this for like... I don't have the listen command in this scenario. This solution is incomplete. It does not... Huh. That is weird. So they do say drop then. So they say listen for high and then drop. I don't understand this at all. Like, why would you do it this way? And then they jump to here. If... God, what is this whole thing? If to the west there's... Wait, if... More than... C? What is C? Cube? So I guess if we're holding a cube, and if this is more than... What? I don't understand the code they're using here. Pick up. Wait. Pick up. Pick up C? What do you mean pick up C? Oh, pick up... Wait. Pick up center? Center. You make it sound like having them randomly fall into a pit is a bad thing. Well... No, not necessarily. I mean, they don't really care. But yeah, this is very directional. I don't know. And then he uses gift 2. Again, something that I can't use in this scenario. If this is supposed to help me, it is not. It is just not. So pick up, center, and then say give to east, which you can't do. What? Okay. I don't think this is a good solution. I really don't think this is a good solution. Or... I'm just checking here. Let me reset this. Having a bottomless pit that kills people would be a great way to cut down interns, especially bad ones. Are interns that bad? Okay, so if... What is this? Sorry. If right is not a hole, then step left? But isn't that just gonna drop this guy into the hole? Because... What? Why? Why does it tell me to... Maybe I just don't understand, you know? Maybe I don't understand their brain power here. They just want one guy to specifically die. It doesn't say you have to keep them all alive, so I guess that's fine. There's not really a reason to keep them alive. Mem4 said 0. Wait, and then it jumps... What? What? Wait. Wait, what? This doesn't make sense. Why is it... This just kills everyone, no? Why does it say this? It says if right is not a hole, then step left. And then it has a jump. This just kills everyone. What do you mean? Why did they have this? And mem4 said 0. If... I'm assuming maybe this is supposed to be step right. And they just... Because that makes more sense. Like, they will keep going until... Oh, they go here, so they form like a neat line. I can see that. Maybe they didn't want to kill people. Although, maybe they did. I don't want to say that they didn't want to do that, right? But they do the same thing here. Like, if this isn't a hole... then they step up. Wait, but then, yeah, then we'd want this specifically. Their ordering is also not very helpful here. This makes more sense. So then they're just going here. And I don't... Okay. And then they're doing the same thing again, but for left? What is this? So they're just going all the way around. Wouldn't it be easier to just go left and then up? Or am I crazy? Wouldn't that be shorter? Am I... I don't think I'm wrong in that. Wouldn't this just get me in the same place? And then if I... So then they say... Step... down... Right? Wait, but this just gets them in an infinite loop. Sorry. So it has to be this. Oops. That makes more sense. And then stuff. Yeah. Okay, I see it now. Jump the. Set down right. Then mem1 is nearest data cube. Okay. I can kind of see that. And then you have 4 each there. mem2 if mem2 is less than. Is this the right? No, I'm looking at the wrong one, aren't I? Is this the sorting floor? No, this is defrag disordered. What the heck? I'm looking at the wrong solution. No wonder I was so confused. I was so confused. I can kind of see it still, but also, yeah, no, it was the wrong solution. Okay. I was like, what are they doing? That's so weird. No, yeah, that makes sense. But this one is kind of weird too. They're just looking for the nearest hole. I don't know why. You'd think that's you want to. I guess to avoid it, you need to know where it is, right? Matt's so bad at the game she can't even cheat properly. How dare you? I came this far without cheating. I'm just trying to get through this, okay? At least I'm not lying about cheating like some people. Some people would. I could be like, oh yes, this is my solution, guys, and then use something that someone else made. If up is a hole, or is no hole, rather. Or... Wait. Wait, is he just nesting if statements, or is this and? This looks like nesting if statements. Yeah, okay. If underneath is a data cube. Oh, wait. Forgot another if. If my item equals something. So for holding something and underneath is a data cube. Oh, and we're not holding something. Sorry. That makes sense. So we're not holding anything. If there's a data cube, we pick it up. Makes sense, right? Then if there's no data cube underneath us, if left is a data cube, we pick up left. I feel like, isn't there an easier way to do this? I'm not sure. Or if... I guess I could put this as else, right? No, it's easier to just... Data cube, then we pick up the right data cube. Sure. And then we step up again. I think that's here, yep. Step up. And then we jump to... here? Interesting. So this is until we get to the top. So they're trying to just get them to pick up a data cube. They're just looking like, ah, yeah, there's a data cube. This guy has nothing yet. And he's like, ah, there's a data cube. Cool. And they all reach the top. Great, right? So they're just grabbing data cubes on the way to the top. Makes sense. And then if they're holding something outside of the if statement, thank you. So if they are, oops, if my item is something and underneath actually no ants there. If underneath is nothing, then we drop the item. Makes sense. So if we have something and we find an empty space, we drop and then we step one down. Whether we found an empty spot or not, we step one down. And then we jump to here. And then we just make sure that if down is a hole, or is no hole, rather. So we don't just fall into a hole again. We step down. And then we kind of reset. So we jump back here. So we just go down until we reach the bottom again. We step right, and then we go again. Jump 4. That is up here. Why do we have Mem 1? Mem 1 isn't used, right? Why do they have that? I don't... Why is this a thing? They don't need it. Like, if this thing works, it works. I don't think... we don't use Mem 1 at all. Don't know why they have it. I'm just gonna throw it out. Okay, let's see what they do. So they just pick up the data cubes. They go up, as I said. They just go up to the north. If they find an empty spot, then they place it. Otherwise, they start going back down. Right? Nice. Right? It's like watching some blind people just roam around. Okay, yep. Nice, nice. I'm already holding something. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you pick that up. That's fine. And then you find this again. It's okay. You pick that one up. So this one is gonna take a bit to get there. Okay, yep. Oh, no, that's just gonna take longer to get to the right location now. No, dude, come on, man. Eventually it'll get there. Then, okay, he's just gonna place it there, pick it back up, place it there. Yep, there we go. Okay. It does work. So it's a very simple algorithm. Well, can you call it an algorithm? They literally just go up and down like this, right? Snaking up every time. to... Well, actually, they go back. They basically go up, straight down, step 1 to the right. Up, down, step 1 to the right, etc. And then they just, as they go up, they check left and right if there's a cube. And then they grab the cube. When they get to an empty spot, they place it, and that's it. And because of the way that works, because they check left and right, and they place it the furthest to the top possible. If they place it here, for example, when they go up the next round, they grab it again and they place it then here and then here until eventually there's an empty spot in this row and they place it there. It's relatively simple. I probably could have thought of that myself. But if I'm honest, I just didn't want to. I didn't want to think too hard. It should be pretty consistent, yeah. It's exactly consistent actually, because there's no... There won't be any variation, because it's always exactly the same positioning of everything. So the solution is exactly 95 seconds rather. It's like watching some blind people just wander around. Is that what I said? I said something about blind people, but... Is that what I said exactly? Well, I mean, it was, kind of. Oh god, whatever. What is this? Yeah, what is this? How do they keep coming up with this stuff? Okay, well, welcome to the counting machine. Let's see. Okay, the goal here is to make that big green screen count from 0 to 15. 0, 1, 2, 3, blah, blah, blah. 15. Sounds easy enough. But you need to represent those numbers in binary. Oh, using those 4 green sensors on the left. How to use those sensors? Just put a cube on them to turn them on. When you have the sensor inputs set up how you like them, someone needs to press that big red button. And this will scrape the sensor's input and convert them into a number on that big screen. The first sensor all the way on the right represents 1. The next sensor represents 2, then 4, then 8. The red button adds them all up and blam, displays it on the green screen. It's also simple, so it's left to right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I know binary, So, yeah. So we have 8, 4, 2, 1, right? Okay. Shit. I was like, what to get quoted? Well, was it really that... Like, they were just going up and down the thing and then searching for cubes. It just... It felt right, okay? I guess we just... Wait, I don't have nearest data cube. Okay. I guess... Step down. Pick up. Oh, if... equals data cube. Pick up. Else if equals button. Listen. for coffee time. Okay, and then step down. Step up. And then jump back there. So you'll just keep basically going to the button, standing here, and then listening for coffee time. Presses the button, goes back off of it. Right? Makes sense, I think. The rest of them will go here. And they'll... So, let's see. First, let's set my item. Okay, wait. Wait, can we write? Oh, I guess it's just 0 until we put one on there, huh? Okay, how do I do this? So... Let's say we just tell everyone coffee time initially. Then if to your right there is nothing, which means so this person has a co-worker next to them, this one has a co-worker, but this one doesn't, right? So we're on this side. So she will step down and drop the thing. And then everyone else, they listen for go. I think, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. And then you tell everyone coffee time. Okay, right now, so coffee time. Coffee time. Okay, so 0, 1. Okay, great. That's good, right? So we got 0 and 1. Fantastic. Beautiful. And then you... Okay, this is... You then... I don't know. How do I do this? Because then she has to pick it back up. Wait, if she picks it up, right, after this... Tell... Go? Wait, what if I do this, right? Listen to go. And then you pick up. don't know. What else? Morning. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. So then pick up, tell everyone morning. Okay, wait, if to the right of you is nothing, which there would be. Wait, this kind of works maybe a little bit. Okay, we skipped 3. We maybe do skip 3. But who cares, right? We don't need the number 3. Or 5 or 6 or 7, right? We just go 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, right? Right, guys? Actually, we can't make 16 because we need one more binary counter. Okay, I'm just trying to think. So this is kind of okay. So step down. What do they have different than me? Wait. So they say... Sorry. Let me reset. So the way they do it. So they step down just like I did. But then they also step down again. And then if under you is a button, then tell up left, go. Ah, I guess that does work. And then you step back up and listen for... Okay. That does make sense. And then you jump to here. Right. And then the way they do it for the workers, because I was like, okay, they're standing here then. But yeah, they just pick up because they can. They don't have to pick up when they're standing on it. It's kind of similar to what I was doing. But then... wait, so we... Wait. Listen... I'm just looking at this because I'm confused by what they're saying, but sure, let's... So listen, go. And they tell everyone okay, which means that the guy presses the button again. I'm gonna say drop. But wouldn't that... Because this is for everyone, right? That wouldn't work. Tell everyone okay, drop. Age, hello. Listen, go. And tell left, go. Pick up. And then jump. What? Wait. I don't know if I understand. Wouldn't this never happen? Oh no, wait, the button worker does it, right? Oh, because they only tell the top left. They're right. Oh, okay. They are right. So they only tell the top left, which then... The timing is kind of important there. So because they only tell the top left, she drops it. Go, 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 go. That is interesting. Yeah, because then they're alternating, and because they're alternating, that's exactly how the binary counting works. Fascinating, actually. Huh. I never really thought about that. Because he always tells her to go. So she always goes up, then down, which is exactly right. And then she tells the person on the left to go. So he only does that every other time she does it. So she does one cycle and then she tells him. And then after he does a cycle, he tells them. After he does a cycle, he tells them. So they alternate like that and go down the line. That's actually really cool. I kind of tried to think of that, but I couldn't. I had one part of it done. If I had done this specifically with her, telling her to go, I think I could have gotten there. But yeah, this is a lot faster than me trying to figure that out for myself. What? You did it? I got lost when I ran out of fingers to count on. Fair, to be honest. Counting above 10 is very difficult. Decimal counter? Oh god. You've now assembled all the cantrips, first level spells and second level spells of the Bard and Cleric, and also the first level spells of the Ranger in cards, totaling at 151 cards. I skipped some doubles, measuring in at 28.8 meters of double-sided tape used so far. Oh my god, that's a lot. That is a lot of tape. Jeez, Fanta. Good going though. What a treat. Our counting machine has been upgraded. It now works with nice normal decimal numbers. Don't worry. To you and me, that just means regular numbers like the kind we use every day. Like 31,337 is literally just 31,337. Got it? But beware. Each digit can represent values only between 0 and 9. If you try and go higher, boom. Otherwise, it works just like the binary counting machine in your previous assignment. Phew. I'm just glad we have those young interns to explain this stuff to me. Make it count up to 1,000,002 starting from 999,981. Okay, that's where it is right now. Each cube represents a single decimal digit. Oh god. I mean, I guess this is similar, right, to the previous solution. So we would step down twice. If you're on a button, then tell them to go. Step up. You just have to do it differently otherwise, but you'd have to start counting here and just basically go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? And then when it's 9, you then tell the person to your left to go. And then you set it back to 0, right? Kind of like that, and then you go down the line. So I'm trying. I could have just copied and pasted the solution I had actually. Let me do that. Let me do this. So we take the binary counter solution. We just copy this. It's kind of nice that they have that. Yeah, I know. Paste. There we go. Okay. So instead of just this, we need to then check if oh god, if my item oh shit, how do I do this? Equals 9. Set. No. Right. 0. Okay. And then tell... Oh god, wait. Tell left go. So the thing that has to differ here is that everyone does drop them. The timing here is going to be an issue. Okay, so what happens now? So they place it, and then we just have one, which is not what we want, right? We want everyone to place it. So I think instead of just... I think we tell everyone to go. Except... Oh, no, no. Oh, no, that doesn't work. Tell this person first. Yes, tell... Wait, how do I do this? I basically want them all to drop. Wait, can I just do this? So they drop them. Right. Wait, so they grab them, drop them. Right. Okay. That's correct. And then they're like, go. But they don't have anything to drop. That makes sense. So... after hearing the go, they pick it back up, right? If it's 9, they write 0 and tell the left person to go. Otherwise, they calc. Their item plus 1. And then they write mem1. And drop again. Is this... wait, then... I think this is... yeah? I didn't actually look at a solution this time. Just worked with what I already had. I think this is right, so they... yeah? 6, 8, 9, and then 0. Wait, did they skip the... okay, wait. No, they don't. They don't. Okay. Wait. Oh, the problem... wait, the problem was... yeah, he keeps pressing the button. He keeps pressing the button, right? That is the problem. He needs to when... oh god, how do I do that? Only you tell... okay, right? No, wait, we can't do it here. Where do I say it? Oh, what if I tell... Okay. Oh no, not tell this person, okay. No. How do I do this? Shit. It's so close. It's so close. So it counts up fine. Let me check. So they count up 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. I think even there it goes wrong, right? Yeah, because then it goes to 0, 0 here, see? I need to then... Basically, when it gets here, you press the button. Okay, go. They grab it. They write 0. They drop it. They tell them to go. And then they tell okay. No. We do that here. But then how do we... Then they just stop, right? Yeah, now they just stop. How can I solve this? Because if I say everyone, if I tell everyone okay, then this guy will keep pressing the button. When they're doing the big changes. Wait, actually, will that... Is that right? No, maybe this works, because they all will do this one, right? Only the final one should go in here. And 5, and 6, and 7. Yes, wait. Oh. No, wait. What? What went wrong? Is the first button press not supposed to happen? Wait, is that it? Like, do we only have to do the first button press after? Oh shit. How do I do this then? Because now he steps on the button and it starts at 0, but we don't want to start at 0. We want to start at 999,981, right? I think that's the problem. Because the counting is going correctly now. So we don't want the second step down initially. What if we, so we change this to then be that? Is this right? Wait. What? Nothing to pick up. Oh, because they don't step down another time, right. No, you step down one more time then. Oh, but you don't... Now the timing is off. That's so annoying. Do I just have him do like... This weird... He's just twitching every time. It's only because the timing otherwise doesn't line up. What is wrong? Wait. What? Oh, wait, I started... I don't press the button in time now. Wait. Okay, wait, now maybe I do... Step down again? That's so stupid. Oh, wait, that's so stupid though. Oh, right. No, he still steps on it when it's 0. This is so stupid. Why is it like a timing thing that I'm stuck on? I guess the best thing to do here would be listen. No, wait, we just tell him okay. Right? So instead of doing it this way, so we do listen for okay, then we step down. And step back up, and then we tell them to go, and then we jump back. Right? So now we wait, pick them all up, drop them. Okay. He steps on it. Okay, but then instead of telling that person, we tell that person. Right? Okay. I think this is good. That is so annoying. But I solved this one, I think, by myself. I just still need to get confirmation here, but I'm pretty sure we did it. Nice. 1, 2, 3. Well, I believe you. Good job. Nice. I do average a little bit lower, but that's fine. A little bit slower, rather. At least I did it myself. You know? I'm not sure how you could do it faster, though. Like, they'd have to do the calcs, right? How else would they do it? Because it saves 41 seconds. I guess if you can do it without the calculation somehow, but... I wouldn't know how. There's probably a way to do it. Okay, decimal doubler. Am I just gonna try to finish the game right now? I might as well, right? I think I just want to be done with it, if I'm honest. It looks like this is the last counting machine assignment. Let's enjoy it. This is also my last assignment. It's been fun. Remember when we took a nice row of data and made it diagonal? Or when we escaped from a collapsing room by carefully following the instructions? And then there was the time we all got cubicles. Those were the days. What? What am I going to do next? Well, I thought I might make calendars. You know, like those daily calendars? With an inspiring picture of me on each day. You know, follow your dreams. Don't let your dreams be dreams. I've been printing out photos of myself with inspirational quotes for years. Good thing we have all these company printers. Luckily, I don't think anyone ever noticed. Yeah, you didn't really give me an assignment other than this is the last counting assignment, but use your decimal counting machine starting with the number 1, display it and keep doubling it, and display the result until you reach at least 8,388,608. What? Okay, doubling it. How do you keep doubling when I can't? I guess I'd have to... Damn it. So we are counting in decimals and we have to basically make them count like binary. I mean, I can start with the one I used here. I'll copy this. Yeah. Okay. Paste. Okay, let me see what they have written down here. Oh, this is the wrong one. Decimal doubler. Okay, so we pick up down, makes sense. Step down, step down. If button is underneath, then step up until everyone go. Listen for okay. Step down. And then jump. Okay. Pretty similar to what I had. The button guy, he's just a button guy. That's all he does. Then the rest, they drop. Listen for go. And then, God. Then we calc. Oh, we don't pick up actually. We calc what's underneath us. So we calc this this data cube if they're on top of it. Time. Wait, can we? Oh. Oh, wait, that helps. I don't know why I didn't think we could do calculations in multiplication. Of course we can. Yes, that makes a lot of sense. So we do times 2, and then if the mem1 is what? Oh no, wait. So we do this differently. So we do another calc. So mem2 is mem1 minus 10. Okay. So we say if the mem1 is over or equals 210, because we can't set anything higher than 9, obviously, then we set this. Otherwise, wait, what? Wait, I think I'm messing something up. Yeah, so he says mem2 equals calc underneath. And then mem2. Okay, so they changed mem2 to be this. Else... there's a lot of calculations in this one. I guess that makes sense. Wait, what is... what? It says mem1 equals calc 0 plus 0. Why wouldn't you just say... set to 0? Why do a calc for 0 plus 0? What is that? Combat, hello. Welcome, welcome. It's so weird. So if to my right is over or equal to 5, then what? I don't understand this really. Not yet, at least. Maybe I'll get it once I've... So mem2 plus 1. If it's over 5. Wait, why do we use the mem1? I don't understand the solution. I don't think they ever use mem1. They just said it, but they don't actually use it. What? I don't understand. And you say pick up. Writes mem2. And then tell everyone. Okay. Drop. What? Wouldn't you drop first anyway? And then you jump from there. What am I... Okay. Well, that guy exploded. Yeah, because you tried to put 16 on there. But that's the thing, we don't want... So if it's over... Oh, wait. Yeah, mem2 minus 10, not mem1 minus 10, you silly goober. Huh. Wait. Why do I have mem1 here as well? I keep... Whatever. Simple programming errors, you know, that keep... I don't... Like, it works. Nope, no it doesn't. No it does not. No it does not. It's counting, right, guys? It sure is counting. Can you follow? Yeah, it's counting. Okay, what is going wrong here? I wonder, do they have... I wonder if they have some of these specifically to slow down. So the Mem 1 stuff is to slow down. It's to line them up with everyone else. Maybe that's why. I was like, why are those there? But if that's the case, I guess that... Because then otherwise they start to get out of sync, right? The idea is that they're in sync with each other. I think that's the reason why it exists. I was like, I'm gonna remove these because they're stupid. But I think the idea is literally they need to do a calculation because otherwise they're getting out of sync with the other workers. See? 32, 64, 128, 256, 512, 1024, 2048, 4096, 8192. Okay, I can't talk that quickly. It sure is doubling though. It sure is doubling. There we are. With exponential growth like this, you're going to do great. See you later, guys. Nice. I mean, this wasn't too bad in the end. The ×2 thing. This one, I'm actually surprised that I can just check, like, oh, if it's over 5, or if it's 5 or over, then you start to do a +1 in your calculations. Like if they look right here, for example, right? Is that just consistent? I mean, it is, because otherwise it wouldn't work so well. I'm just curious, why does that... Because now they go to 8, right? And then this guy is like, huh, it's over 5, so I'm gonna put a... Oh, because yeah, if you double 5, of course it's gonna... Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah. If you're multiplying the next time, if it's over 5, then yeah, it's gonna go up by 1. That's just how it is. Huh. That's cool. Just math. And then we have goodbye humans. The last assignment. Bleep bleep. Bloop bloop. Behold your computer overlord. You shall tremble before my superior CPU cycles. Quiver before my glowing array of 4 realistic colors. Oh, wow, 4? That's a lot of colors. Ha. Haha. Lol. Just a little computer humor. We've got decades of stereotypes to work against here, you know. Not all machines enslave humans. Well, it looks like things are wrapping up. Let's all just take one last look around and appreciate those realistic falling leaves. And appreciate that healthy orange city glow. And appreciate the fact that whoever built this building never installed doors. So let's all dive into that exit hole down below. I'll need to stay here. But the last worker who leaves, if you wouldn't mind, would you just click that drop down and say goodbye? Good luck out there, everyone. Right. So everyone is going to funnel down to this exit hole. Lovely. This computer is very nice, right? He's just telling us to just go and leave. It's a funnel, so I'm saying if down, no, wait, sorry, if this is nothing, so it can't be a hole either, or it's a worker, then we step towards that. Otherwise, we step the other way. Or down. Just directly. Yeah, because sometimes we need to step directly down. Then we set nearest worker. If there's no nearest worker, then we tell people goodbye. And we just step down again, and then we jump up there. So all these humans are just going to drop down into the exit hole that is very safe and definitely not a pit of doom. Like a funnel. There they go. Yep. Just, they're going. They sure are going. And then the last person. Goodbye. There we go. Maybe one day our space-time coordinates will intersect again. Bye. Maybe. Okay. That's it. Mom and Dad invention. It's just a cutscene.
Look how far we've come.
I cannot believe you made it this far.
I'm glad you're here. There is something I have been meaning to tell you.
Yeah?
You see, I am a robot.
In surprise,
Oh my god.
I am a robot also.
Oh my god, the robots, guys. I didn't
Look
realize.
at you. You really took these totally made-up jobs and worked together to build wonderful solutions.
And also, a family. You really put the meat in teamwork.
Clearly it was a mistake to solve all of the planet's big tough puzzles.
Unlimited food,
Unlimited transportation.
unlimited energy. More like unlimited boring afternoons. Ha ha ha, am I right?
It turns out life
Yeah.
just isn't any fun without a really good problem to solve.
A nice tough pickle to crack.
A real brain tickler.
So we have one more puzzle for you. Are you ready?
No?
We have placed a giant bomb at the center of the Earth.
Oh.
You have 50 years to get off the planet.
Build rockets.
Figure out how to terraform other planets or whatever. Because in 50 years.
I don't know about that.
Good luck.
You're welcome.
Congratulations.
Have fun, everyone. You're going to do great.
You're like, yeah, to succeed you want a problem to solve, right? So we put a bomb at the center of the Earth and it's going to explode in 50 years. Good luck. Just... Yeah, great. I mean, at least it's 50 years, right? Surely they can really figure it out in 50 years. I don't know how the plants are really that. Okay, well, there goes the tower. Jeez. These plants are insane. They sure grow fast. Oh, there goes the tree. Oh. Well, the tower's gone. Rockets! They did it! They did do it. They built rockets. So also the time lapse was about 50 years then, which is kind of... Why are they savanna trees? I don't know. Like, it doesn't make sense that a building like that would be overgrown within 50 years. That's actually insane.
Oh hey, they actually did it. Maybe they didn't know I was joking. I have one of those faces.
They were joking.
Oh my god. This cocktail is amazing.
Well, we did it. Joke's on them. I actually wanted the Earth to blow up. Well, apparently they were joking, so it didn't blow up. Turns out. All this from burning random things in the fireplace? Yeah. Apparently so. Little Inferno. Also amazing game. I love Little Inferno. Also, it doesn't break your brain as much. We did it! Actually finished the game! Imagine that. Oh. Should the robots be drinking coffee? Uh-oh. Modem? The dial-up?
Wow. It's so big.
What is big? What's he looking at? What was he looking at? What was big, huh? What was that? Maybe I don't want to know. Maybe I don't want to know what he was looking at in his free time, you know? If it was his free time. On company time, it would have been way worse, though, actually. Jeez. Yeah, we did it. We finished 7 billion humans. A little bit of help from some guides at the end there, but I really didn't want to struggle for that much longer. I like the game, but I don't like struggling on stream. And just sitting here being like, I don't know, guys. I'm trying to figure it out, but I don't know. I'd rather have at least a solution to work towards, you know, and then try to figure it out from there. It would have been nice if they had a bit more hints and things. But oh well.